Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today for our Marketplace and Connectivity webinar. I'm just going to give it a few more minutes because I can still see that people are filtering in. But whilst we wait, I just wanted to start off with a little question to everyone that's on the call. You can answer in the chat. How many resellers are you currently connected to? It would just be nice for us to get an idea, to see where everyone's at, whether you're starting out with the marketplace and you've not connected to any resellers yet, or whether you're like a super connected supplier that has, gone through and looked at every reseller in the marketplace. Yeah, it would just be nice to get an idea from all of you today. Okay, so we are 2 minutes past the hour. So I am gonna start the Marketplace and Connectivity webinar. So like I said, thank you all for joining us. And just before I begin, I want to introduce the team here today. So I am Charlotte and I work in the marketing team at Bókun.
My name is Danny. I'm Global Partnerships Manager, and my role is to help build out the different distribution partners that we have in the marketplace.
And my name is Enrique, and I'm part of the support team, working as a technical customer advisor.
Perfect. We also have Sux, who is in our chat today asking all of your questions. So in terms of what we're going to be looking at today, we are going to start with a quick overview of the Bókun Marketplace and what it is. Then Enrique is going to take over and provide you with a demo of everything to do with the marketplace, how to set up your connections and how to find resellers. And then Danny will be providing OTA and reseller insights to help you pick the best distribution partners for your business. So what is the marketplace? The marketplace is essentially your one-stop shop for distribution. It is home to around 27,000 global OTAs, including Viator, Get Your Guide, Civitatis, Klook, and many more, as well as local and regional resellers. And as well as finding partners to resell your tools, you can also create partnerships with complementary suppliers in your area to create new experiences such as bundle products. And you can also boost your incremental revenue by selling complementary suppliers tools on your website. Now, Danny will be highlighting a few of our key partners later on, but I just wanted to show you this slide to give you an idea of the breadth of our marketplace. We work in all corners of the globe with huge global OTAs and small, very, very niche resellers. And why is distribution important for tour and activity providers? So Arrival's Outlook for Experience report predicted that between 2019 and 2025, OTA bookings would see a 152% increase. And then in second place is direct channels with 82%. And Focusrite also predicts that by next year, 65% of all global travel bookings will be made online. We also know that OTA and reseller sites are a really commonly used resource for travellers. So by being on these sites, you increase your visibility and therefore your chances of getting a booking. And most importantly, what is the potential impact of this for you, the supplier? So we see that suppliers move from just 1 to 2 sales channels see a 4 times increase in gross booking value. And gross booking value then increases the more sales channels you have. So essentially, the more distribution partners you have, the more chance of getting a booking. Now, that's enough from me in terms of a brief overview. I am going to hand you over to Enrique, who is going to give you all the tips on how you can connect to these resellers and find the best resellers for your business.
Thank you, Charlotte. So, hi everyone. Please bear with me just one sec. I just want to share my screen and we can start talking about this fantastic topic that is the marketplace. So, can you all see my screen? Yep, fantastic.
I think it's still on I'm still seeing the Charlotte screen at the moment, Enrique.
Yep.
Yeah, let me.
Okay. What about now?
Yep, I can see your screen.
Perfect.
Fantastic. So, the marketplace, what I'm going to go through is just to let you know how you can connect to different suppliers, different resellers, and increase your sales through these other different um, distribution channels. So the marketplace is in your dashboard on the left-hand side of your screen. You've got this section here that is as you can see, here's the marketplace. So inside the marketplace, you've got 5 different sections. So one is for discover partners. So in this one, you can discover different kind of partners. So if you are a supplier, you can discover resellers to resell your product. So if you're a reseller, you can discover um, suppliers to offer your services, and you can be also a supplier and a reseller at the same time and just get the maximum of both sides. Then we've got another section that is discover products. So this one is probably mainly for resellers that are looking for particular products or suppliers with that dual dual setup in between supplier and reseller. Then we've got another section here is about contracts. So in this section, you're going to see all the different contracts that you've got, the incoming contract, the contract that you've got at the moment, the outgoing contract proposals, and the amendments. This other section here is to show you a little bit more about the contracts. So here you're going to create your terms. You as a supplier, you're going to create a specific terms and you're going to offer those terms to different resellers. And depending on how that reseller is, probably you can offer different type of commissions. And this last one is just about conversations in between the me as maybe as a supplier having a conversation with a reseller, or me as a reseller having a conversation with a supplier. So let's start first of all with the discover partner section. So here in this section, the first thing that you're going to see is going to be these options. So when you're coming into the marketplace, this is the first window that you're going to see, this particular pop-up, where it's telling you that you have to define yourself. What is your role in the marketplace? You could tell the system that you are a supplier, that you own and operate your own tools and activities. You can tell the system that you are a reseller, so you sell other company tools and activities, or you can be both options. So in this case, I'm just going to select this one here, both options. And the next step is this one here, when you need to describe yourself. Keep in mind that this is something very important because the first impression is something crucial. It's very important because in the marketplace, you might see maybe more than more than 30,000 companies in terms of suppliers and more than 6,000 in terms of resellers. So because the number is so big, it's very important to have a very good first impression. So here you should be completing all these steps. With the information of your company, you can have a logo, you can have a brief description of your company down here. Then you can also select the countries where you're selling. You can put a little bit more information about your website, um, your Facebook, and other type of social media. And finally, you can select here in this section, the type of products that you are offering or you are interested in. Okay. So finally, you were gonna end up here in this final step where the system is telling you that your marketplace profile is complete. So this is one of the first things. Now, when we are inside here in the Discover Partners, you can search. Okay, if you are a supplier, you can research for resellers here on the right. If you're resellers, you can search for suppliers in this other option section. So if you're looking for resellers, okay, this is important as well. You can have here filters. Imagine you are from I don't know, maybe from Andorra, and you just want to look for other colleagues in Andorra, they can resell your product. So you can filter that search for Andorra resellers, and you're gonna see here at the end that the system is telling you, all the resellers that are selling in Andorra. So things like that, this is important. You can filter by country. This is quite interesting, and you should keep this in mind. Now, if we look at, let me go back. If we are looking at the next section, then I'm gonna make you a demonstration about how it looks. But first of all, let's look at the next section. So here we've got Discover Partners. So in the Discover Partners, this is mostly for, Discover Products. This is mostly for resellers. So in this section is the section where you can look for different products to sell or to resell in your website, for example. So if I'm a reseller and I'm interested in looking for product, let's say I've got a website very focused on extreme sports or maybe something like ATVs. So I can come here to the search part, enter ATV, and it's going to give me different options for ATVs, all the different products that we've got for all ATVs. So as you can see, 764 items. So you just need to select one of them. Let's have a look to this one here. It says sell experience. So in this case, we are looking at this particular provider. So you've got three different tabs. One is to know a little bit more about that company. The other one is to look for the products they're selling. It's telling us that they've got a standard contract and they are offering two products for the resellers and they providing a 15% commission. And the other one is just to send a message. Okay. Remember, the first impression is very important. So it is good to be quite formal, professional when you're trying to reach those customers. Here, as an example, as you can see, if you are willing to resell this product, if you're a reseller, you can offer to resell the products. Okay, this is one of the options. You can click there. Or if you want to look what they've got, you can view experiences, and the system is gonna show you all the different experiences that the supplier has, and you can um, look for the experiences and be a little bit more interested. Like, oh, I know that you only have two contracts, two products in for resell, but I'm interested in this other one. Can we get an agreement? This is just about conversation in between both parties. Now, let's move on to the next section. As you can see, by the way, here also you have another filter as well that you can look for particular locations as well. Let's move to the contracts. So like I mentioned before, here is a section where you're going to have all the incoming proposals. So if someone is sending you a proposal, you're going to see that information here. Then you've got all the contracts that you have at the moment. In this case, I've got a contract. This is my test account, and I've got a contract with two suppliers. These two suppliers. And I've got a contract with other four suppliers, these four ones. As you can see here, we've got other examples, OTAs, but Daniel will show you about that later on, about OTAs. But moving on to the outgoing proposal. So here is the proposal that I'm sending out to this particular supplier. In this case, this is a reseller, and I'm sending them a proposal, and you can see all the different status. This is important to look at the status, if it's been approved, if it's not. So if it's not, you can get back to that conversation with this particular supplier and ask them maybe if the terms are quite high, or what is the agreement they would like to see. So it's all about conversation in between both parties. Now, let's move on to the contract terms. Here in the contract terms, this is key for you if you are a supplier. This is the section where you're going to create, first of all, a contract. So why you need a contract? Because for Bókun to read correctly, you need to have approval from the supplier to resell their products, and everything is done through the contract. So let's go with the first example, and then we can start applying this contract when we can jump on this other section again to discover partners and send them the contract. So let's create our contract. So first of all, we're going to start with basic things, the general settings. So the title of my contract, I'm just going to name it webinar in this case. I can call it webinar, maybe webinar 10%. This is what I want to offer, a 10%. But that's the reason why I call it webinar 10%. Then if you got a price catalog, you can select the price catalog when you want to take those prices. Okay. And the currency that you are using at the moment. This is the one I'm going to use, pounds. Then inside, to set up the commission, you gonna put that particular commission in this box. So in this case, I'm gonna offer just a 10% commission for reselling my tools. Then here on the right, you've got a toggle that you can enable to go to the advanced settings for this commission. So the advanced settings says, and as you can see, now it is not only 10% for my products, it's also giving me options to set up commission for extras and set up commission for pickups. So if my experience has an extra, I want to give them 15% commission if the reseller sells my extra as well. And I want to give them a 10% commission if my experience has a pickup and the customer buys that pickup as well. I'm going to offer just a 10%. Or I can just leave it everything with the same percentage. Here you've got just an option just to override. This is just to override particular the pricing categories. So imagine that you are charging more for adults, or you want to give a little bit more commission for your experience when they book for an infant or a teenager or a child, because your experience is not getting bookings for these particular three pricing categories, and you want to give a little boost to that. So you can select child, and if the experience gets a booking and it's got this particular pricing category booked, you're going to give them a commission of maybe 15%. Okay, and you can keep adding more. This one here is just to add commission groups, but that's going to be a part of another conversation because it's a little bit, we need to get into more details. But finally, here you've got this particular section that says select experiences for your contract. So inside your contract, you can either select all the experiences, or if you want, you can just select maybe these 5 experiences. Save, and now we've got our contract. So if we going back to the contract terms, this is our contract. Webinar, 10% commission. It's got 5 products. It's taking the price from our catalog, the default catalog. This is the currency, and at the moment it's being used in 0 contracts. So what is next? So the next thing should be find me as a supplier. I'll be looking for partners to resell my products. So let me look for a reseller to sell my product. So in this case, I'm gonna select this one as an example. Let me just select demo. I'm looking for one of the suppliers that we've got to show you how we can send this proposal. So here is one of the proposals. I will select this one. This is another one of our test accounts, but this is how it works. Basically, I'm going to look for the supplier. I'm going to cancel the previous proposal just to have it from scratch. So selecting this supplier, you're going to see here on the right a button that says offer my product. So I'm just going to offer my new product. First of all, in the contract section, you need to select the contract that you want to offer. So in this drop-down menu, you've got different contracts. So I want to offer this one here, the webinar 10%. I don't want to offer the other one with the 15%. And this one says specifically that I've got 5 experiences. In these 5 experiences, this is the commission that I'm offering. This is the commission for the extras, and this is for the commission for the pickups. And for this particular pricing category, if the reseller sells this product, I'm going to offer 15%. So probably they might be putting a little bit more effort to get bookings for this particular pricing category. So once everything is set up, I just need to send proposal. It's simple like that. So how we can see on the other side, how we can see all this information, because now the only thing that we need to wait for is from this particular reseller to accept the proposal. So let me log in into that different account so I can show you. So on the other side, this is what the reseller or maybe the supplier reseller can see. So if we go into the marketplace, into the conversations, we're going to see the last conversation is coming from this account, Click and Book from Enrique. So I can look at the proposal, the one that I just sent, and it says, I've got 5 products. This is the commission, and this is what we are allowed in terms of cancellation. All this information is here. You can have a look. And if I'm interested, I can just accept this proposal, and from now on, I can resell these products in my website. It's simple like that. So this is another way to increase your sales. So in this case, Click and Book Enrique is sending a proposal to this other supplier, to this other reseller, sorry, the demo reseller, and the demo reseller is going to resell those products in exchange of a commission. Now, going back to my account again, I want to show you the last thing should be in terms of one of the important things is you need to know that in the marketplace, in terms of um, the money collection, Bókun is not involved. So this is something in between the supplier and the reseller. So inside here, you should exchange emails, maybe you should exchange phone numbers to have a conversation in between both of you to know exactly which day you want to be paid. Because me as a reseller, if I'm reselling a product, that means that I'm gonna be collecting that money, and the supplier needs to invoice me, so that way I can pay them back minus the commission that we agreed. So all this has to be done out of Bókun. Now, last thing is quickly let me show you two reports for the marketplace. So in the marketplace, you've got marketplace sold by me and marketplace resold by others. So this is very clear. If it's sold by me, it's because I'm a reseller and I'm reselling products from others. So I can see all that information here. Let me please just change a little bit so you can see. I think I make some bookings. So as you can see, these are the two bookings that are coming from my side, and these bookings belong to this other supplier, Veronica Test. So Veronica shared her products with me, and I sold those products. The total amount for those experiences is 140. The commission that I'm gonna retain is 28, and the amount that I need to pay to the supplier, in this case Veronica, is 112. Yeah. On the other hand, we've got this other report is marketplace resolved by others, in case I'm only a supplier. So if I'm only a supplier, here you've got for this particular booking, as you can see, I'm the supplier, click and book. This is the seller, tier 2. They resolve one of my products, and I've got the booking here. So in this case, this is the total amount of that booking. This is the commission that I'm going to retain, 15%. And this is what is left to pay them back. Okay. And once it's been everything reconciled, you're going to see all this information reflected here. Okay. So this is all for my side. Just leaving to you, Daniel, so you can carry on from this point. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you very much, Enrique. I'm just going to stay inside the marketplace at the moment, just making sure everyone can see that. Yeah. So I would imagine a number of us on the call at the moment are from our Bókun suppliers. So this account that we're looking at, this demo account, is set up as a supplier. Let's say it's Daniel's Walking Tours. Now, what I just want to emphasize before I go back to the presentation is how you can utilize Bókun's marketplace to increase your sales, to increase your exposure across the market. So essentially, you will mostly, for the suppliers in this group, focus on the reseller section of the marketplace. And what this is giving you here is a list of the 6,000 resellers we have on the marketplace that are looking to take supply from Bókun suppliers. So I'm a walking tour. I'm a walking tour in, let's say, in Spain. So I'm interested in seeing everyone who is selling, reselling, or looking to sell tours and experiences in that region. So just by putting the Spain filter on here, which I've just done over here, I can see there are 1,500 resellers based on my filter. So, okay, this is pretty new to me, so I'm going to pretend that I've never seen this before. Let's click on amusement, for example. Here, I open the card. I'm able to see a bit more about the reseller, find out a bit more about amusement. I can see which locations they're selling in. So they've specified China, Hong Kong, Japan, South Korea. And then also I can see 90 preferred categories. So I can see all of the different categories that they're interested in. I can also, if needs be, I can go off to their website, have a drill down, have a look into what they're offering, let's say Milan, what experiences they have available. And hope you'll come back. And then again, I can offer my products to sell with them, which is where Enrique has just shown us how to create a contract, but I'm able to offer them my experiences. I could also utilize this feature to send them a message and say, hi, I am interested in finding a bit more about you as a reseller. I have these tours. Would you be interested in connecting? And obviously, once they have accepted my proposal, this company, Musement, would have access to book my products through their account. Now, there is just one slight addition to this, and we have a series of resellers who are also utilizing the market exactly the same way. But if we looked at Project Expedition, which is something I'll go into, a company I'll go into a bit more detail later on, they also have what is called our contractless contracting process. So again, it works exactly the same. Their card gives me all of the information about their products. So who they are, what they're looking for, which destinations. But here, it removes the need for the contracting process. So I can click Allow Project Expedition to book my experiences. And what this does, it then removes the need for the back and forth that Enrique showed us. But these are specifically for our partners who have their own login system. So here, once I've clicked that to allow them to have access to my products, it will take me to the instructions page, and it will say to me, do I already have an account with Project Expedition, or do I need to sign up for one? Now, what this means is these resellers have their own system. So you will need to go and create an account on their system to be able to sell your products. If I didn't already have an account, obviously I would click on here, I would follow the instructions, create my account, and then I would link my Project Expedition account back to my Bókun account. So essentially, just to recap, when you are a supplier, you would navigate to the marketplace, discover partners. You can filter down specifically by your location. Once you've done that, it will show you a list of everyone who is interested in products in that region. What I would really recommend is that you spend some time just going through here, looking at the websites of each of these, and just ensuring that you spend some time finding out the resellers that are suitable for your products. I'll keep coming backwards to this back to the extranet when I'm speaking through the presentation, but I'm just going to flip to the presentation now. So what I really just want to emphasize is how you can use the Bókun marketplace to identify the right resellers for your business. I'm just double checking, yeah, I'm sharing the right screen. Our goal here is to help you maximize your reach by connecting resellers who complement your business. The Bókun marketplace empowers you to discover valuable reseller insights. Again, this is through the filtering that I've just Enrique and myself have just shown you. You can search for and identify top resellers in your region to expand your network. Align your products with reseller needs. So utilizing the filtering on and the information on those cards that I've just shown you, you can gain a deeper understanding of the specific product resellers are looking for. And for example, if a reseller was interested in Spanish speaking tours, could you offer something? Could you tailor your products to match what they're looking for? Additionally, it allows you to partner with complementary resellers. It allows you to focus on finding resellers whose offerings align with your business for stronger, more productive partnerships. And finally, the Bókun marketplace allows you the ability to discover and communicate with resellers from all around the world with different reach and source markets, a source market being where the traveler is from. Using the filter and search for features of our marketplace that Enrique showed you and that we've just gone through again, you can do this all on your own and all at your free time. I'm now going to briefly just show you again that just so that we can re-emphasize how you do that. You go to the marketplace, discover partners, filter down, open the card. My screen seems to have frozen, sorry. You'd open the card, you then can see which markets those resellers are interested in, the products that they're interested in, and obviously you have the ability to contact them. But just before I highlight some of our partners in the marketplace, I wanted to quickly dive into what is an OTA and why are they important for experience providers. An OTA is a platform providing access to travelers in locations at volumes that would be difficult and costly to achieve through individual marketing efforts. These companies spend vast sums of time and money to develop their web presence and their user experience. They offer you a chance to increase your product exposure to the different markets. And why are OTAs important for experience providers? Well, they're trusted by travelers. OTAs provide travelers with a trusted platform for booking, with a majority of users feeling confident in OTA's ability to resolve issues efficiently. They're convenient for comparison. OTAs enable travelers to compare options, prices, and reviews all in one place, making it easier for them to choose experience that meet their needs. These OTAs spend thousands or millions each year on making sure that their website, their platform, has repeat loyalty. Many are repeat customers, reflecting high satisfaction and familiarity that can lead to sustained bookings. And also, these OTAs are data-driven to personalize the products. They leverage the customer data that they have available to them to tailor product bundles and recommendations that align with the traveler preferences and increase the likelihood of conversion. Just to really highlight why OTAs are part of the market, should be part of your marketing strategy, I just wanted to briefly highlight some of the traveler booking preferences of the modern traveler. Amongst other things, which are highlighted here, modern travelers like to have the option to book through OTAs. These OTAs spend millions on building trust and optimizing their experience. So to be sure that you're attracting these customers, you need to be on these OTAs and they need to be part of your marketing strategy. So due to time we have available today, we're unfortunately not able to go into every OTA reseller on our platform. However, we want to give you a brief overview of some of our key partners. As I showed earlier, the marketplace offers thousands of resellers, which range from larger OTA, B2C and B2B platforms, all the way through to niche resellers like DMOs or ones that target specific regions, specific types of activity. What I would recommend after this call or whenever you have the time is to log into the Bókun extranet, navigate to the marketplace and filter on the location where you're looking to sell your products and just really explore into each of those options there. You have control over where your products are featured. So it's not your products are taken and just posted everywhere. You have to make that connection with the OTA. And then once that's done, you have control over which of your products are distributed. I'd like to focus first on Viator. Viator, hopefully some of you do know that one. Viator is an online marketplace that offers tours, activities and excursions around the world. It is part of the TripAdvisor group. I would recommend you also spend some time having a look at Viator.com, have a search through their sites and drill down to your region, exploring the different offers and products they have available and just seeing how other parties utilize them as well. But why partner with Viator? They have 300,000 bookable experiences worldwide, making them one of the industry leaders. They have millions of real, authentic reviews, ensuring travelers see the experience as credible. And Viator is also able, with its close relationship with TripAdvisor and being part of the same group, to access their monthly users. So TripAdvisor has over 400 million monthly users, in truly emphasizing Viator's global reach. Partnering with Viator in 2025, what are they looking for? They're looking to strengthen supply in top global destinations. They are building out their offerings for local and regional travelers. expanding into high demand and emerging hotspots. And then what kind of products are they looking for? They're looking for must-see and do activities, cultural, heritage, iconic attractions and tickets. They're also looking for off-the-beaten track and outdoor experiences, nature, wildlife, day cruises and snorkeling. Their peak booking season is between March to August, with bookings happening well in advance of travel. But what does this mean for you as a supplier? It means getting on Viator early, get the products on there now, be ready for that booking period to be online as soon as possible with as much availability as possible to utilize to capsulate all of their booking period. As a Bókun bonus, all accounts on our Start, Plus and Premium accounts are able to benefit from free Viator product checks. The number of these varies depending on your tier, and please look at bokun.io for any information. And all Bókun accounts are subject to 0 Bókun fees on Viator bookings. To start working with Viator today, I'm just going to switch screens, so share this tab. If you are interested in working with Viator, I know I am Viator, want to go with Viator, I'm just going to type in Viator here. You would go to the marketplace, type in Viator, click here, and follow the instructions through this section on the marketplace to connect your products. And obviously you need to have your account with Viator. So please always make sure you realize with these ones, you will need an account on the OTA website. Our second partner I would like to highlight is Get Your Guide. Get Your Guide is an online marketplace for booking travel experiences like tours, activities and attraction tickets. It's one of the most popular platforms for travellers. Their platform has over 140,000 experiences across 10,000 cities. They sell a whopping 150 million tickets a year across 32 different languages. I would recommend, after this call, taking a look at getyourguide.com and looking through the experiences again, like I have with Viator. Their main markets, and as they've said here in order of prioritization order, are North America, including Mexico and the Caribbean, Europe, Australia and New Zealand, and the rest of the world. One huge benefit of being with Bókun is that we are a premium partner of Get Your Guide, and their goal is to achieve 100% collaboration with all of our suppliers. However, below, as you can see there, are a list of their short-term priorities for your preference. So attraction, entrance tickets, walking tours, day trips. Again, to start working with Get Your Guide, I'm just going to flip over to the marketplace. Hopefully I'm showing the right screen. Yes, Get Your Guide. You would go to the marketplace, find Get Your Guide, open there. This one has already been connected, but here it will say offer your products. You would then go to instructions. Do you have an account? Log in here and connect it following the online instructions. Or secondly, if you do not have an account, you need to go and create one, and then again follow the instructions to connect your account to Bókun. Our third partner I'd like to highlight is Civitatis. Civitatis is an online platform that offers guided tours, activities, day trips in popular tourist destinations. Civitatis is a top online reseller of experiences for the Spanish and Portuguese speakers. Why would you want to work with Civitatis? I'm just going to call out some of the key facts that they've provided for us here. Civitatis has over 4,000 key destinations in 160 countries. They have 24/7 customer service and destination managers available, and also have a large 30,000 strong traveller agency and B2B partners. So what selection criteria are Civitatis looking for? They focus on the best activities in each destination and in the language of the traveller. They do work in English, Spanish, French, Italian and Portuguese, but their particular strength is Spanish and Portuguese travellers. So if you have a Spanish speaking tour or a Portuguese tour, or if you don't and are able to offer one, Civitatis would be a great starting point as a partner for you. They work very closely with Bókun and focus on products with immediate confirmation. To sign up to Civitatis, again, go to the marketplace, search Civitatis and follow the instructions on how to register for an account on their end. Just cautious of time, unfortunately. What time are we on? Okay. Our next partner, and just to kind of add to the richness of the marketplace, we wanted to highlight, whereas Viator, Get Your Guide, and Civitatis are very B2C focused, so direct to traveler focused, although all of them do have elements of B2B market as well. But I want to focus on our B2B OTA reselling partners. So I'm going to here, this is the Hotel Beds Group, which is a global B2B travel tech company. They work across all sections of travel, including experiences. They partner with over 54,000 travel distributors, so partners around the world that are selling travel, whether that be accommodation, accommodation experiences, and they utilize the Hotel Beds technology to do that. Their main source markets, as you can see there, so where they find their travelers from, are UK, Mexico, US, Australia, and the full list provided there. Their main booking period is February to June, so this means getting online as soon as possible to capitalize on their main booking period. In addition to their really strong European focus, they are looking to expand across new markets such as China, Australia, Southeast Asia, Japan, USA, and South America and Canada. To start working with Hotel Beds, we recommend, so you would go to the marketplace again, searching Hotel Beds, and again, they are on our they are on the normal contracting model, so you would offer your products and wait for them to reply to you. And then finally, one of the other partners, Project Expedition, is an online platform for travel advisors to discover and book tours, activities, shore excursions, transfers, multi-day itineraries, and tailor-made services in destinations around the world. They have a network of 27,000 travel advisors. Their busiest booking period is between March to September. So again, being online as soon as possible, connecting with them is very important. And to sign up with Project Expedition, again, go to the marketplace. I'm going to just flip over here. They are on our contractless contracting. So again, you would just click here. You would then follow the instructions, making sure that you have an account with them, and then obviously connecting the two systems as per the instructions. And finally, I just want to emphasize what Enrique went into a little bit more with a little bit more detail. How can you make the marketplace work even harder for you? Everyone on this call could also look to, if you're a supplier, could look to become a reseller themselves. How does this work? You can connect with other suppliers in the marketplace. So essentially, just to confirm how that works, you would then, versus being in this tab, you would click this tab, and suddenly you are looking at a list of all of Bókun suppliers around the world. Now, if I was, say, a walking tour in Spain, I would be interested in finding Spanish tours. I might be in a certain city, so let's say I'm in Barcelona. And here, I can also filter the types of tours, but I'm just going to stay by location. I can then find a list of available suppliers that are utilizing Bókun that I can connect with. I can click on their card, I can view their experiences, I can then communicate with them, or I could send them a contract just to offer them to resell their products. So yes, you can connect with other suppliers in the marketplace and explore offering their products to your travelers. You can look to expand your product offering, or alternatively, you can create unique bundles, or both. An example being a supplier offering a walking tour during the day, so Daniel's walking tour, could collaborate with another Bókun supplier offering evening activities, wine tasting. I could sell them as an additional option on my website, or I could combine the two, so my travelers have got something to do in the day and something to do in the evening. The process works very similar in the way that Enrique went through earlier, and can all be done through the marketplace. This can offer you, as a supplier, additional revenue streams, allow you to offer upsells when customers book your existing tours, and can increase your visibility online. We've seen huge success with this in numerous locations around the world, including Iceland, where Bókun was born. I would recommend everyone, when they get a chance, have a log into Bókun, into the extranet, go to the marketplace and discover products. I now pass you over to Charlotte, who will round up the meeting and open up to questions.
Thanks, Danny, and thanks, Enrique. That was very insightful from everyone. So yeah, just a quick recap on everything that we've learned today. So Enrique went through how to find your resellers, how to find OTAs, how to create those contracts, and how to start making connections within the marketplace. And then Danny has covered insights from OTAs and resellers to help you find regions and products that are in demand so that you can make strategic partnership decisions. And we've also looked at the importance of having a varied distribution network. So working with smaller resellers, niche resellers that focus on the experiences that you are providing, and also how you can add new sales channels by becoming a reseller yourself. So like Danny said, we are also going to answer a few questions. I'm just checking time. Yeah, we've got a few minutes. So question number one, let me just have a look. What are your top tips for identifying resellers that I should connect to? I think maybe Danny, did you want to take this one?
Yeah, I think again, hopefully when we were showing you the marketplace, we were showing the use of the filters. So just making sure that you've gone to the marketplace, you've clicked filter, you've searched for the location that you're mostly interested, that you're selling in. You then will see a list of all resellers that have stated that they offer those, they sell those products in that market. Once you've identified those, it's really about going into each of the cards, understanding that market. As I say, I would personally, as a supplier, would want to just click on the link to their website, have a search around. I could also then just look at some of the similar products, understand the website a bit more, the OTA or the partner a bit more. And then obviously you do have the ability to contact that reseller to find out more information and about their general process. But really going to the marketplace, drilling down on the filters, and then utilizing the information on those cards. And if there are questions, then connecting with them through the chat function.
Nice. And what is the difference between a contractless contract and a normal contract? I
Yeah.
think Enrique, maybe you could answer this one, or Danny. Yep.
I'll start, and then Enrique can add in any favour. Essentially, we offer two versions of contracting: the traditional and standard contracting, which is where you would either you would offer your products to the reseller would then receive that proposal and would either accept or decline, and then once that's been accepted by both parties, it then allows your products, my products as the supplier, to be available to the reseller. Now, we realise that with some of our larger OTA partners who have their own extranet, that's a step that isn't needed. So we've removed the need for you to send a contract proposal, which is accepted. We just say, give access to that reseller, to give that reseller access to my products. You then that means you will need to go and create an account on their end. So the main difference between the two is a contractless partner will have their own login on their own website, and you will need to make an account with them. The traditional contracting part, typically everything is done with inside Bókun, but there is a few more steps.
Perfect. Thanks, Danny. And how can I make sure my proposal stands out from other proposals?
So this is a very good question, and I think if you remember when we were talking about setting up your profile in the marketplace, it's very important to stand out, compared to other suppliers, and make sure that your proposal can be accepted. It's very good if your presentation is good, it's very clear, and for that reason, the first impression matters. So it's important to know that you have to create your profile, telling a little bit about you. so something that your customer can read. Providing some information, maybe from your website, from your um, social network as well, and also having a proper logo that is important because if I can share you quickly just one little example. So
Yeah.
just bear with me. I'll try to be very, very quick. So in this example here, as you can see, I'm in the marketplace, and as you can see, this is one of the this company here has no logo, has no location specified, have no categories specified. So this is something a little bit more tricky to stand out compared to other companies like any of these ones. You can see the information is very clear, and probably that gives a little bit more confidence to whoever is receiving that proposal to take a couple of minutes and to look at your product the right way.
Perfect, thanks. And I think maybe we've got or time for just one more. How many resellers do you suggest I connect to?
Yeah.
Any, maybe?
Yeah. The great thing about the Bókun marketplace is that your availability is centralized in your Bókun account. So ultimately, there is no limit to the amount of resellers that you could work with. You can connect to 1 or 1,000. It would always use the same pool of availability and ensure that the availability on the reseller is always up to date. Now, what we wouldn't probably recommend that you try to work with 1,000 in one go, but essentially breaking it down, looking into each reseller, making sure you're connected correctly, and then once you're ready, moving on to the next one. Or if you have a slightly larger team, working with maybe 2 or 3 at the same time. But in answer to the question, Bókun, the brilliant thing about the marketplace is it's utilizing your availability that you've set up in your system, so you can connect to as many of those resellers as you're able to facilitate.
Perfect. Right, so we're nearly on time now, so I think we're going to have to wrap it up. I hope that everyone on the call today found this really insightful, and seeing as we're kind of just edging into kind of springtime, especially for the Northern Hemispheres, hopefully you'll be able to make some connections before peak season arrives. We hope you had all of your questions answered. If you still have any kind of burning questions, then send an email back to the email you received with the invitation, and I will do my best to find the answers for you. And we hope to see you on our next webinar next month. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.